I love that is like one of my favorite memes. Whenever they come in, how y'all doing? All of us been like that when the family mad at you. You be like, okay, how y'all doing? I missed y'all. They coming out getting a plate for Thanksgiving. That is so funny. With the music in the background. Hey, how y'all doing? So freaking funny. The family just you just made bad life choices. I'm disappointed in you. All you did was smoke a cigarette. All you did was smoke a cigarette. And they be like, you made some bad life choices. You made some bad life choices. Hello, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk. What am I missing? Instagram? Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk all day. So, I guess this is my day off. Is this a Friday? It is. So I got time to do all shows. I gotta do Shakadi. I'll probably do that on Sunday, I guess. I'll try anyway. So today is about how to identify your feelings. And it's from Miss Mental. Miss Mental. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say. All right, so how to identify your feelings? Examine your physical response. So, you have to like examine your physical response. It's like sometimes, when I'm having anxiety attacks, when I was first having them, I would feel like really lightheaded. Um, Also, not only would I feel lightheaded, like it'll be like now I would actually just get like a bad stomach, like I have to go to the bath, I have to poop, for anxiety attacks. um it just be like sometimes it just comes in different forms. Sometimes it'll feel like I can't walk. I started to have like agoraphobia. I don't know what it is when I want to like go back and do the same thing. Let me see. Anxiety symptom of washing hands repeatedly. So that was something else that I went through. I went to like wash my hands repeatedly, and at some point, I almost had agoraphobia, like where I didn't leave the house for like a number of days. So, is it okay? So they say it's an OCD, but so I was starting to develop an OCD, and I was also starting to develop agoraphobia. So, and it was because these men kept following me and raping me using the same exact lines as the man before. So they were actually trying to sex traffic me, and they had been doing this since college. So it's like 20 something years of them trying to do the same thing. So what happened is, it's like I actually ended up having a nervous breakdown. I ended up shouting out her, and it was a school in St. Louis. I ended up just going there and just like shouting to God, like, just thank you for getting me out for real. And I just went ahead and got in my truck and went to Texas. That's why this time they are trying to hold me here. They stole my car. They put us in a house. They tried to kill me in the house. And it was because it was found out. It was because I told the story. If you want to hear the story of the first shows that I had, it's on Shante Schuler, Shante Schuler, Schuler. And then I was just only doing a podcast. So those are podcasted on that channel. It's a YouTube channel, Shante Schuler. So it's just like all they do is repeatedly write down something I'm doing and then pass it to the next person. So this next person will then repeat, and they start doing it with my jobs too. This is something that is against the law because it's part of the Privacy Act. And the people that started it back up, when it stopped, I was in Texas. Nobody was doing that in Texas. It's against the law. So I get back here to a school in Missouri at Confluence Academy, and the principal starts to do it there again because he brought the alphas back over there, which was Sean Jones, and he brought him back over there so they could start it again. So after that, they started stalking me again and trying to rape me, trying to sex traffic me because men would want to come over to my house. And again, they would just be giving me the same conversation as they would have in college. Cecil Hall was like the first person that actually opened up the part where where he brought up the rape again, of how the first Sigma raped me, the one that I said no to. So what's happened is like with this, I have started to develop anxiety and PTSD. I developed anxiety and PTSD. So when they keep sending people to me every day doing the same thing, it created CPTSD, which is the complex PTSD, because they don't ever let me heal from it. If I heal, they'll actually start to try to put me in the psych ward again or something like that. The sororities helped them because they wanted to steal my work when they found out I wrote a song for Erykah Badu, and they found the letter. So from this letter, they feel like now I need to gain weight again, lose the weight again, and show them something. That's why Shamika Samuels, which is Safari's sister, is involved. Issa Rae is involved. Lil Rel, all these different people are involved. So every day I'm in a constant anxiety attack because these people actually stalk me or send different strangers to stalk me. So this doesn't make sense to anybody. It doesn't make sense to me either. Because at first I'm like, is this a movie? None of the people listen to me when I'm telling them what I'm telling them. They would just stand there and continuously keep trying to put me in a situation of abuse. Best example is if you ever see me in Schnucks, it's a security guard there. If I go upstairs to eat, she will come upstairs and try to tell me that I have to leave. Nobody else in the room has to leave. She will come and tell me I have to leave. When I was at St. Vincent de Paul, they actually hired a security guard crew so they can come there and actually stalk me there too. They ended up stealing my clothes, my shoes, still using my stuff to design for the Super Bowl, and also put it in some women's dresses at the Met Gala. And so, and Kim Kardashian is like one of the biggest people that they use to actually try to transfer my life to her. Also the Housewives of Atlanta. It's just a new, and what's her name? Lena Dunham. Even the girls, like some of that is for me too. Amy Schmidt, the new girl, Mindy Kaling, all these different things. And they keep trying to put them on my Instagram page, even after I've restricted and blocked them. So yesterday I saw a page that had Mindy Kaling's name on it. It's like, Mindy Kaling, like I actually blocked and restricted her a long time ago when I told her off too. The real. So it's just like these women actually have bombarded my life thinking that from this phone call that they heard outside of my apartment, from inside of my apartment, that was recorded by X, they thought that I was some type of side chick. Kanye West thought he would become a genius. All of this is from phone calls that I would have with this one man, Terrence from Match.com, and another man named Eric Henderson. They have done all of this, has blossomed from phone calls because I have good conversation. And that is a problem for me because now these women actually want to identify themselves as me. And so that's why I go over all these shows. Like Brown Sugar Talks really should just be about relationships. I wanted to leave the stalking out of it, but sometimes I can't. Sometimes I try to explain it so that you yourself can understand too. So yes, how to identify your feelings. First, examine your physical response to whatever, because you have to actually change it if it's negative. Okay, next, take a moment to look inward. Make sure that it's not you tripping. And so sometimes when I have anxiety attacks, if I think that it's a certain person because they'll look like them, some people look like them and some people act like them. And this is actually the stalker that's sending these people to me to look like my family or look like a rapist or look like whoever, right? So they'll send these people to me, and it's like I actually have to determine for myself mentally to actually calm down, because the feelings that I will be having is feelings of anger and frustration and hurt and pain. Sometimes it makes me just want to cry. You see, and I see these people and it's like, oh my God, it hurts so much, right? Because I never thought that these people want to hurt me. But, let alone, I never thought that I want to try to hurt them either. Like nothing in me wanted to hurt them. So I have to actually take time and think about it. And is it my pain? Is it something that I'm doing, or is it something that they are doing? And so if it's from me, I try to control it. If it's from them, I try to let them know what they're doing is wrong. Identify the feeling. Now, let me tell you something. When I'm talking about that, take a look inward. You don't always have to be verbal about it. You can leave. You don't have to try not to hurt people, because sometimes it does get to that point where you just want to throw some shit at them, beat the fuck out of them, like just don't do it. Just get some self-control and leave. stand there in shock. But whatever you do, just control yourself, okay? Identify the feeling. What is this? Is it anger? Is it like sometimes it'll feel like it's butterflies in my stomach. Sometimes it'll feel like I need to stop, and you really need to keep going. Sometimes you see, I'm saying it's like once you identify the feeling, if that starts to happen, get it out of your way. Get it out of. Sometimes it's like you get a fever and you're just like, oh my God, get away from me. Like, get away from me with this trauma. And that's all it is. It's trauma. So now with the security guard at Schnooks, I don't have the same trauma because now I understand that she doesn't know how to read. Like, it's like she doesn't know how to comprehend the sign. So she will just keep, because she's bothering me, she's miscomprehending what's going on. I always used to tell my students this too. When you're angry, you'll actually stop yourself. So you have to actually sit down and calm down so you don't stop yourself. And it's not that somebody's getting over on you or somebody's like punking you out or anything like that. No, when you're angry, it'll stop your thought process. So it's like when she comes, I would get angry and it would just stop. I would just cuss her ass out. So now it's like once I read the sign again, I saw that she's not comprehending. I haven't told her because I don't like talking to the devil. The only time I over there Schnooks, anytime I have a seat, is like when it's raining outside. That's it. The rest of the time I just go and sit outside. So she's always waiting for me to go up there so she can say something to me. When she doesn't have to say anything to me at all. So she always waits there so she can, and she's a black woman too. It's disgusting how racist this situation is. So she'll always want to stand there like I'm gonna say something to her, and it's like I ignore her every day. So it's like we don't need to talk. You see what I'm saying? Like there's nothing for us to talk about. Like you are not me. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know what you're doing this for. But they are doing this for a group of rapists. They set this up and they got killed. Avoid judgment. So it's like you don't have to judge people. Like, when they do this, when like I was talking about this in another show, it's like when people are there and they're arguing and trying to fight with me and trying to have some type of issue with me at all, I don't judge them because there's nothing to judge. I don't know you. So it's like I'm trying to teach them, like, if I don't know you or know anything about you, how can I judge you? I have no right to, and you don't have a right to judge me either. So that people can try to like stop me, harness me, try to make me into whatever they thought I was, and I'm just not that. So it's like it's something wrong with your culture, it's something wrong with your intellect, and it's something wrong with your being for you to actually go and attack somebody that you don't even know or make up some idea of a person that you never spent time with. So that's what it is. So anyway, that's it for today. That's how you identify your feelings. Examine your physical response. Take note of it. Take a moment to look inward. Make sure that you are checking your feelings, okay? If it's them, stand there, find your peace, and leave. You understand? If it's not them, then check yourself. Identify the feeling so that you know how to get over it. You see? And it's okay for you to feel whatever you feel at that moment. Avoid judgment. You have to know that they are not a part of your process. If you start to judge them, then you are too connected to who they are. You understand? So it's like, don't connect yourself to who they are. Get away from them. That's how you avoid it. Block them from your life. And that's it. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Brown Sugar Talk. Telling you guys to please, just please, please, please have the greatest day.